I'm Nora Blackman. I'm from the Kelvin Smith Library, and I'm talking this morning about designing instruction, marketing, and assessment. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. My name is Nora Blackman, and I'm talking this morning about designing instruction, marketing, and assessment programs for ArchivesSpace. So my slides are on a timer. I'm just going to panic now because I don't know when this one's going to end. So we're doing all three projects at once, very quickly, and there's a lot of interdependency. Why, you may ask? Because roughly the same time that the call came out for sessions for this lightning round, our library administration requested a soft or a beta launch to coincide with several collection milestones. We were completing a multi-year processing project for the Cleveland Playhouse Archives. We had simultaneous additions of major local fine and performing arts collections. Our legacy finding aids were being cleaned up and were providing content for ArchivesSpace. And we had hired a term archivist and a support staff to help us with data entry and processing. So the library administration thought this would be a great idea because they'd had success with a predecessor beta launch for our digital repository. Basically, in our institution, when you say it's a beta launch or a soft launch, it just means turn it on and see what happens. And I panicked at first when this concept was thrown at me a few months ago, but then you'll see my response basically was, after careful consideration, that 3 years of preparation for launch had bred an overabundance of caution in planning. The perfect became the enemy of the good, which happens to all of us at some point. We were also waiting for an institutional web page redesign, thinking when that happened, everything would be fine. Our legacy finding aid cleanup was going in fits and starts, and customizing the public user interface was something that just kept getting put on the back burner. So we acknowledged we had work to do, and we moved on. The first step was to get with our marketing director and define the products that she thought that we would need to make this available to our community. A web banner, which you saw for the predecessor launch, that will look sort of like that. She designs takeaways for instruction events, makes comments about editing the public user interface, and helped us establish a timeline of events to stage announcements, as well as identify our audience, which for our purposes began with staff in order to promote this for faculty, students, and the public. So for instruction, we are fortunate to have as our team leader someone with many years of library instruction as a research service librarian. You'll see my typo, there's one. We used a template for the pilot ArchivesSpace. Yale, you're awesome, but you don't belong in that sentence, even though all of your awesome team really helped inform the PUI pre-launch checklist. So the thought there is to sit down with your public resources people, and that's basically what we're doing. We're incorporating the feedback as part of assessment. The public interface should evolve over time based on feedback from the community and your researchers, so that's the path we're taking. We're looking forward to feedback to Q&A with our webinar for staff. We're prepared to answer questions from staff about missing content, and they are sharp cookies. They do all the library instruction. We're collecting quantitative and qualitative feedback with the help with this from our assessment librarian, first for instruction, then for the product. Our instruction design is based, again, on what our research service librarians do. They teach numerous courses in library instruction, and they are really sharp cookies. Every new product, they are on it, and they describe it, and they sell it. So we're going to use their approach step by step, walking through the product, explaining library support of research with original resources. We're following up with email, formal invitation to feedback, and further contact will be established with our RSLs so they can guide us through the public rollouts. And we're also thinking about a LibGuide. More on assessment. We're going to continue to meet with our assessment librarian to incorporate ArchivesSpace community products with our strategic goals. As you all know, and as everyone mentions throughout this day of this wonderful forum, the community keeps growing and evolving, and the content that we have to support what we're doing is amazing. as well as the work being done by people that spread beyond ArchivesSpace, such as the, if you're going to SAA Session 709, Beyond the Reference Interview, the folks at Grand Valley have been a real inspiration to us. So I thank you very much for listening to me as I fly through this new and exciting time in our library, and especially seeing my colleague from Cincinnati who's also thinking about assessment. I look forward to hearing any comments, questions, or concerns about my topic. Thank you.